How's it going there, guys? I saw this film not too long ago in the theaters, and there was literally nobody in that theater. But I saw a movie called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I don't know if there was a "the" there, but I'm calling it Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse because I don't remember. I'm right. It's just Scout's Guide. There's no "the." But yeah, so Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I hope I didn't give away my rating there. I'm saving that for the end of this video. It's directed by a man named Christopher Landon. It stars Ty Sheridan, Logan Miller, and another dude named Joey Morgan. And yeah, these dudes are scouts, and the zombie apocalypse happens. And well, to be more specific, basically it follows these three scouts, and I just mentioned their names right there. The events in this film take place in just one night, and basically what happens is these three scouts are, camping in the woods, and they're just there to be scouts and do scout stuff. But the two main scouts, Ben and Carter, are actually, learning the fact that they're starting to grow up and that maybe they just shouldn't be scouts anymore because scouts is more of like a kiddie thing. I'm not saying that, that's just coming from them, but they just think that they're getting a little bit too old for this whole scouts thing. So because of that, they decide to go to a party, which is, happening sometime this night. And I forgot the name of the third scout. He's the chubby ginger kid. His name's Augie, I think. Augie or Augie. I'm gonna call him Augie. But he's the fat kid who will always, be a scout, and, it's his thing. It's his dream to be a scout. So, he's a scout. But of course, Ben and Carter decide to leave him during the middle of the night to go to this party, and then all this stuff happens. They find out it's the zombie apocalypse, and yeah, so basically these scouts come together and try to defeat the zombie apocalypse while they run into all these zany characters and stuff happens. But yeah, that's essentially what the movie's about without giving away too much. But yeah, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Honestly, I really like this movie. Actually, I should say that it was better than what I expected. Because, just like what I did with The Visit, I kind of went into this movie, not knowing if it's good or bad. I didn't look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, I didn't look at the IMDb score, I just didn't know, what people thought about this movie, so I just kind of went into it open-minded and just kind of gave it my own personal thought. Because I feel like that's the best way to go into a movie, is not really knowing much about it or much of what people thought about it, because I think that affects, what you think of it, If a movie's bad, you're going to go into it expecting it to be bad. If a movie's good, you're going to go into it expecting it to be good. And, it kind of just depends on your expectations about the movie. So I went into this movie not knowing a thing, and the results were, I enjoyed it. It's definitely not a perfect movie in any way, shape, or form, and it is most definitely not the best zombie movie out there. In fact, Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland and pretty much any other zombie movie's better than this, but I still enjoyed it. It was a fun little movie to watch, just to watch, It's nothing amazing, but it's nothing really that bad either. I thought there was some pretty funny moments, like there was one scene where they start singing a Britney Spears song with the zombie, and how they ended up doing that, you will have to find out for yourself, but I thought that scene was pretty funny, and just like that scene, I thought a lot of scenes in this movie were pretty funny, but also I felt like a lot of the funny scenes in this film were kind of hit and miss. I think there were a little bit more hits than misses in this movie, but there is definitely still some misses. But I think, as a movie about, a group of scouts, trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse, in one night, it's a pretty fun movie, and it's exactly what you would expect. Also, Blake Anderson has a little cameo in this film, and I thought he was pretty good. That scene was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, like I said, is not a great movie, but it's decent, It's nice to watch, just to watch. But yeah, I just kind of had a fun time watching this movie, and I think overall, I'm gonna give this film a 3.5 out of 5. It was definitely a lot better than I expected it to be, which I didn't really, my expectations weren't very high for this film, but it was better than I thought it would be, so yeah, there you go. It definitely had its hit and miss jokes, but for the most part, I thought it was a pretty fun film overall, and yeah, I would suggest you guys to check it out, but please, don't expect anything, don't expect a Shaun of the Dead or Zombieland here, because it's definitely not as good as those movies, but it's a fun little watch just to watch. And that is about it for my review of Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Jacob Palacio, and I will see you guys later.